Welcome to EduRev. Imagine this totally relatable scenario with me for a second. So I'm sitting at my desk, right? Completely in the zone, studying for my upcoming exams. And suddenly, the home telephone rings. I pick it up, and it's a call for my older brother. The only problem is, he's out playing cricket with his friends. The caller rattles off a list of three highly specific things my brother needs to do the literal second he gets back. Now, I need to make sure he gets this exact information without any confusion whatsoever. If I just trust my memory, well, I know for a fact I'm going to forget a crucial time or mix up an instruction. And that is exactly why I need to know how to write a clear, accurate message. Today, I'm going to share exactly how I master message writing for CBSE exams, ensuring I get every single detail right. And most importantly, score perfect marks. Here is my lesson plan for today to guarantee those full marks. 1. Introduction. 2. The perfect message format. 3. Tips for full marks. 4. Real message examples. And 5. Our chapter summary. Alright, let's start with section 1. Introduction. What is a message? I always ask myself this question. How do I actually relay a missed phone call? If I answer the phone and the person they want to speak to just isn't home, what's my responsibility there? You know, it's not just about casually saying, "Oh, hey, someone called for you." It's about capturing the intent, the urgency, and the specific actions they need to take. I absolutely need a dependable system to record this so nothing gets lost in translation. And that brings me to the formal definition. A message is simply a brief piece of information written or left for a person when you cannot contact them directly. When you really think about it, it's just a quick, clean record of the key points. It's exactly the kind of thing I'd scribble down on a notepad by the telephone if I answered a call for someone who wasn't around. In school English, I focus on these short written messages because they actually train me to listen, interpret information from a short conversation, and then record only the absolute most important facts. Moving right along to section 2, the perfect message format. Okay, whenever I'm given a message writing task, I rely on this exact layout. The very first thing I do is draw a neat box. Seriously, examiners specifically look for this. Then, right at the top center, I write the word message in all capital letters to establish absolute clarity. This immediately tells the reader and the examiner exactly what this piece of writing is from the very first glance. Let's break down this top to bottom flow so you can see every single required element I include, just the way I do it on my own exams. First up is that heading, message, capitalized and centered. Next, over on the left side, I write the date, and right below or next to it, the time. I always include the time because if my brother comes home and reads my note, he really needs to know if that call came in 5 minutes ago or 5 hours ago. Big difference, right? Then, I leave a blank line and write the salutation. Just a quick dear or hi, followed by the person's name. After that comes the body, which is the actual core information. Finally, I leave another blank line and write a quick closing and my own name since I'm the sender. Sticking strictly to this sequence means I literally never miss a step. Up next, section 3, tips for full marks. 50. I really want to emphasize this critical number. I always make sure my messages are 50 words or less. And hey, this is not just a friendly suggestion. It's the strict CBSE standard limit. If I write more than 50 words, I'm just adding unnecessary fluff, and I'm absolutely gonna lose marks. The true test of message writing is being able to communicate everything essential without rambling on. So counting my words and staying strictly under 50, that's my golden rule. Beyond the word count, my top strategy is just keeping it short and simple. Stick to the necessary facts, zero personal thoughts. I always make sure to match the tone to the recipient too. So formal for my dad's boss, but completely informal for my sister. Next, I double check that the time, place, and required actions stand out crystal clear. And of course, correct grammar and punctuation are non-negotiable. They ensure the reader grasps the exact meaning instantly, and always leave one extra minute to quickly proofread. Catching a silly spelling mistake, just like I do on my tests, can easily save those easy marks. Let's look at section 4, real message examples. Let's actually read through a sample message together. Pretend I am Amit taking a message for my friend Rohit. It goes like this. Rohit, your mom called. She said she will be late today and asked you to complete your homework. She also wants you to take your brother to the park at 5 p.m. Please don't forget to lock the door when you leave. Your friend, Amit. Notice how incredibly concise this body text is. I didn't write, "Hey Rohit, how was your day at school?" I got straight to the point. I included the 3 specific actions: complete homework, take brother to the park at 5 p.m., and lock the door. It's super clear, polite, and well under our 50-word limit. Here's another one. This time, imagine I'm Rahul writing a quick note to my sister Anjali. Anjali, mom left this message for you. She has kept your lunch in the fridge. Please warm it up before eating. She also said to collect your new books from the bookstore after school. Call her if you need any help. Love, Rahul. This totally demonstrates an informal yet perfectly structured note. It hits all the required marks. I stated the location of the lunch, the action of warming it up, the errand at the bookstore, and the follow-up instruction to call if help is needed. It's a complete transfer of information neatly packaged without a single wasted word. And finally, Section 5, Chapter Summary. I've summarized the core rules I always follow in this simple table so you can memorize exactly what I taught you today for your own exam prep. For the word limit, always remember the absolute maximum is 50 words, no exceptions. For the format, it must be boxed. It absolutely must have the word message as a heading, and it must include the date and time. And finally, for the writing style, keep it short, keep it simple, and always quickly proofread before you move on to the next question. I really hope you found my personal method for message writing incredibly useful. You can find a ton of more amazing content, practice tests, and study materials just like this by downloading the EduRev app, available right now on the Google Play Store and the Apple iOS App Store.